iyadoo baryahanba ay socotay xiriir u dhaxeeya Turkiga iyo Soomaalida guud ahaan ayaa si weyn jaaridaha Soomaalida ee qurbo joogtu waxay qabanayeen kulana guud oo ay si weyn ugu soo dhaweynayaan dadka Turkiga ah qunsuladooda safaaradahooda iyo mas'uuliyiinta kale ee kala duwan markii ugu horeysay ayaa shir lagu qabtay magaalada Toronto arinta khuseynaya gaar ahaan mid loo yeeray jaaliyada Turkiga ee ku nool wadanka Canada gaar ahaan magaalooyinka Toronto iyo agaarkeeda masaajidka loo yaqaan Anatolia ee ku yaala duleedka Toronto misaaga xaafadda la yiraahdo ayaa waqti dhow uu ka dhacay barnaamij aad u ballaaran sidoo kale masaajid kale ku yaala isla magaalada misaaga ayaa waxa ka soo qayb qaatay dad aad u fara badan oo Turki ah oo u caawinayay deeq aruurin ummadda Soomaalida dadkaas oo u badnaa dumar iyo rag ka soo jeeda jaaliyada Turkiga ayaan haba yaraatee u yeeran wax saxaafada aan u yeerin dad kale oo iyagu iskood halka ay isu abaabuleen isla markaasna ay ahaayeen dad aad ka arkayso jacaylka ay u hayaan ummadda Soomaalida haddaba Soomaalida oo ka turjumaysa arintaasi ayaa ku qabatay shir ballaaran magaalada Toronto galbeedkeeda waxaa ka soo qayb galay consulka guud ee wadanka Turkiga u fadhiya magaalada Toronto danjiraha iyo sidoo kale mas'uuliyiin kale oo kamid yahay madaxa shirkadda diyaaradaha ee Turkiga ee isaguna fadhiya magaalada Toronto muftiga ama imaamka isagu madaxda ka masaajidka Anatolia ayaa isaguna goobjoog ahaa halkaasi waxaa la ka jeediyay mas'uuliyiin Soomaaliyeed oo ugu horeeyay Axmed Dirir Xuseen oo madaxa ururka loo yaqaano Canadian Somali Congress oo ku soo dhaweeyay dadkii halka isugu yimid isla markaasna uga mahadceliyay dawladda Turkigu ficiladii ay ka sameeyeen wadanka Soomaaliya magaalada Muqdisho oo ah xarunta Soomaaliya ayaa dawladda Turkigu ay ka wadaa mashaariic aad u fara badan oo dadku ay aad ugu naaloodeen waxaaba inta dheer diyaaradda Turkiga oo duulimaad joogto ah ka wada caalamka daafiisa iyo wadanka Soomaaliya gaar ahaan magaalada Muqdisho waxaan arkaysaa dad badan oo halka iyagu ugu jira safka si ay u raacaan diyaaraddaas iyada ah si kastaba arrintu haatee waxaa halka ka muuqday ama lagu soo bandhigay barnaamijyo aad u ballaaran oo ay jaaliyada Soomaalida magaalada Toronto iyo nawaaxigeedu ay ka soo qayb qaateen ururka loo yaqaano Somali Braveness Canadian ama Somali Canadian Braveness Community ayaa iyaguna halka wacdara ka muujiyay dhalinyaro fara badan oo ururka ka tirsan ayaa iyaguna hadalada halka soo jeediyay sidoo kale waxa la guddoonsiiyay jaa'izooyin ku saabsan arrimahaas iyada ah bal iminkan la daawada qadar barnaamijkii uu
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome to this important appreciation event. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you and to coordinate this event with Brother Ahmed Dirir Hussein. I want all of us to pay tribute to our distinguished guests for joining us this evening, namely the Consul General of the Republic of Turkey, the Honorable Ambassador Ali Riza Guney, and Mr. Orhan Siverkaya, the Director of Turkish Airlines in Toronto. Thank you very much. Also, I want to thank all of you for giving us your valuable time by attending this event. Finally, I want to give special appreciation to the youth and the members of the Braveness Somali community that volunteered and worked very hard to make this event possible.
This case is closer to home for many of us, but our Turkish family did more to help us. They not only prayed for us, they helped provide necessary and human rights that we did deserve. We have the right. We have the right to food, we have the right to shelter, and we have rights for everything that we have here in Canada. We should have it back home in Somalia. Alhamdulillah. They also showed us love instead of turning a blind eye when many other world powers did. And for that, I'd like to say Jazakallah as well as Tushakur.
I am sure that you will all agree with me that we can all learn from the Turkish initiative that when you provide sincere assistance directly and immediately to those who are most in need, you gain the hearts and minds of the people.
On behalf of the Somali Canadian Association of Canada, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the government and the people of Turkey who are committed to assisting us in our struggle and for standing by us during these hard times, for being busy with humanitarian and rehabilitation efforts and to rebuild our country, Somalia. Thank you and thank you, Turkey.
Jazakallah khairan for those very heartfelt words from the young Braveness Somalian members. I would now like to call upon Abdullahi Ali Farah, who has a few words to say on the long history of Turkish assistance to Somalia.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. caawa xafladda waxaan ku leeyahay laba qaybood oo yaryar oo midna yahay aan si yar u soo qaadi doono laakiin ballaaran mid hore waxa weeye xiriirka soo jireenka ah iyo oo ka horreeyay waqtiga kan oo qarniyo hore jiray oo ayna ka dhaxayn jiray innaga iyo Turkiga iyo waxa nimanku mar haddayna caawimeen waxa inagu aan u qaban karo qoomiyad ahaan waxa dadkaas inagu aan u qaban karo waxba inoo qabteen labadaas aan u xilsaarahay waxaan isku dayayaa inaan afka Ingiriiska ku gudbiyo afkaas waxa weeye weynaan aan ku bartay lahjad Talyaaniga la raali halaga ahaado It is my great pleasure that the event has been held to show our appreciation and gratitude that we have for the people and the government of Turkey, led by Prime Minister Tayyip Erdogan. Luckily, the General Consulate of the Republic of Turkey, the officer of the Turkish Airlines or director, and the other distinguished guests are here with us. We wanted to inform the General Consul that the Somali people will never forget the timely and the brotherly assistance that Turkey is providing to us in our time of need. Moving on, we wanted to enlighten the Somali people of the importance of learning about the history of Turkey and the various efforts by the Ottoman Empire to assist Somalis in the past centuries. We all know, for example, that the Somali nationalist Muhammad Abdullah Hassan fought against the British Empire in their attempt to colonize Somalia. But few people know that the power behind him, who was providing armies, ammunition, and logistics, was the Ottomans. History also teaches us that the past Turkey constantly defended the Somali people from the campaign of genocide carried out by Ethiopian kings in western and the northern Somalia. In addition to that, we know that the current system of drinking water in the city of Berbera in northern Somalia was installed by Turkish engineers 120 years ago, which is still functioning.
Mr. Sibakaya is the director of the Turkish Airlines in Toronto.
The Consulate General, Mr. Ali Riza, Mr. Ahmed, Canadian Somali Association, the distinguished guests, I am very happy to be with you here in warm atmosphere and to see your close interest to Turkish people and Turkish Airlines. I am not going to talk about Turkish Airlines product and services because you are already familiar with Turkish Airlines. All of you know Turkish Airlines. I am very happy that you are interested in Turkish Airlines, and I am also very pleased that we connect Somalia to the world, to the rest of the world, because Somalia is our 197th destination. So we connect Somalia to all 196 destinations in the world. So now Turkish Airlines is the only carrier having scheduled services to Somalia, and it is also available for not only from Somalia but from other countries of the Somalia, like Canada. So we are now serving from Canada as well via Istanbul. It is now available. For the time being, we have only 2 weekly frequency, but it will be increased, and hopefully very soon we will have daily services from Turkey to Somalia. The most important thing is that we connect the friendly countries. Both friendly countries now will be connected. It's very important because the air transportation is essential actually to improve the relations and to accelerate other facilities of the relationship, bilateral relations of the 2 countries. Since we see that this is a long-term actually relation, so Turkish Airlines will act very contributional side of this developing relations. Thank you very much, and I wish you a happy actually journey with Turkish Airlines to your country. Yeah.
We're here today to do something that is expected of every human, which is to appreciate those who do any little deed, any little good deed for you. Our wonderful mothers have taught us that life lesson very early in life, that whoever shows you kindness and extends a helping hand in genuine brotherhood should be thanked and never forgotten. I have met Consul General Ali Riza, Mr. Orhan Sivrikia, Director of Turkish Airlines, and I've corresponded with Kan Yoldas, the Vice Consul, and we're very, very pleased to have both those guests here today. I have also had the wonderful opportunity to meet Mr. Sukan Alkin, who's the president of the Anatolian Heritage Federation. He's here. For those of you who may not be aware, Anatolia is the old historical name for Turkey. Mr. Alkin is focused on the Turkish community in Canada. So we've already spoken about how the Turkish community and the Somali community in Canada can work together, not only to assist Somalia, but to also work together to better our communities in Canada. It is very, very hard not to be impressed with the pace and the massive Turkish effort to rebuild Somalia. Turkish humanitarian and, more importantly, development assistance is making a huge difference on the ground. While most foreign workers are confined to the heavily fortified Amisom base, hundreds of Turkish aid workers roam freely in the city center, as well as in other parts of the country. And they're doing so by building hospitals, including the largest one in the region, refurbishing existing ones, establishing schools, establishing dozens of wells, a tent city, and finally the Turkish Red Crescent is providing daily meals to 15,000 refugees and internally displaced people. The key to the Turkish approach is that development and humanitarian assistance differs distinctly from any other country. Not only did Turkey mobilize national governments and NGOs to rush to provide aid, but they made sure that the assistance efforts would be spearheaded by Turkish nationals on the ground, working with the local Somali population. For the Turkish government and the Turkish people, it was not just about sending money and then feeling good about it. They took risks while others shied away from Somalia, preferring to manage it from neighboring Kenya. The ultimate aim of Turkish assistance is not to keep providing handouts, but more importantly, to build the institutional capacity for Somalis to eventually help themselves, with a special focus on education. I want to say a few things about that. Ankara, the capital city of Turkey, and the Turkish government strongly believes that the Somali people can usher the country into a new era. And for that, Turkish officials are determined to educate thousands of bright young Somali students, both in Turkey and in schools being built by the Turkish people in Somalia. Hundreds of Somali students have already been sent to Turkey for education. It is only through this empowerment of bright young Somalis that generations of sustainable development can be achieved. The aid is no longer just limited to Mogadishu, but reaches out to other areas, including Somaliland and Puntland, in the north as well as in the south. Turkey has set up regional development offices in Somaliland, Puntland, as well as in the south. Ankara has offered to train. Ankara has offered, and I hope this offer is taken by the Somali government. Ankara has offered to train the Somali police force to enforce security in the country. At the end of the day, it's up to Somalis to lead this campaign of nation building and national re-emergence. But I sense that the people of Somalia are already doing that. They appreciate the Turkish help and any other assistance extended to them, but they are determined to lead the effort by themselves. They're determined to be upfront in this effort, and they deserve to do so. By unleashing the real human potential of Somalis, the people and the government of Turkey will change the fate of Somalia forever. The past president of the organization, Canadian Somali Congress, Mohammed Qasim, is actually in Turkey right now. And he told me of a very famous Turkish saying, which says, Türkiye Cennet, which means Turkey is heaven. I hope that, inshallah, with Turkish assistance and Somali resilience, one day we will be able to say, Somalia Cennet. Thank you very much.
Distinguished members of the Somali community in Toronto, brothers and sisters, on behalf of my government, I greet you with my most sincere feelings. Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah Bereketuh. On this occasion, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the executives of the Canadian Somali Congress for giving me the opportunity to address and convey brotherly messages of the Turkish Canadian community to the people of Somalia. Turkey and Somalia enjoy deeply rooted friendly relationships. Instability and crisis in Somalia has lasted quite long and prevented the country from using its potential. Turkey genuinely believes that it is time for the brotherly people of Somalia to take their place among the respected members of the world nations family. Restoration of stability in Somalia has of utmost importance because Somalia is situated at a very strategic location, controlling the international trade routes, along with its vicinity in the Middle East, to the Middle East. Therefore, establishment of a lasting peace in Somalia is Turkey's sincere wish. We also believe that this critical situation that Somalia is passing through provides a historic opportunity for the international community to help the people of Somalia. With this understanding, Turkey pursues a comprehensive policy towards Somalia, which reflects not only her commitment to the historic brotherhood between our two peoples, but also marks her pioneering role among the international community for drawing the world's attention to the crisis.
waxaa halkaa lagu luleeyay calamada Soomaaliya, Turkiga iyo dalkan Canada oo isna dalkeeniya oo ay dadku aad ugu naaloonayeen ama ugu faraxsanaayeen jawiga ay barnaamij ku dhacayay. waxaa ka muuqday dad Soomaali ah oo ku hadlaya afka Turkiga iyo dad Turki ah oo asalkoodii Turki ah oo qoysas Soomaaliyeed noqday oo dhamaantood halkaa ku soo gudbiyay barnaamijyo kala duwan. ugu dambeyntiina waxaa la guddoonsiiyay jaa'izooyin iyo hadiyado wafdiga Turkiga oo consulka hogaaminayo guud ee wadanka Turkiga. consulka guud ayaa wadamo badan uga ahaan jiray safiir wadanka Turkiga ka hortow intii uu imaan wadanka Canada gaar ahaan magaalada Toronto.
This painting, painted by the famous Somali artist Amin Amir, represents the hundreds of Somali students that Turkey is giving an education to. By doing this, Turkey is giving a better future to these young Somali youth and helping to build the future leaders of our country. And we'd like to express our gratitude.
And this painting, also by the famous Somali artist Amin Amir, represents the resilience of Somali women who bore the brunt of the famine in 2011. The Somali women are the backbone of the community, both in Somalia, here in Canada as well.
kulanka isaga oo dadku ay ka soo qayb qaateen ayaan waxaan ka maqnayn fanaaniinta Soomaalida. waxaa halkaa ka heesayay fanaanka dhalinyarada waa Saciid Sheegow oo uu garab taagan yahay Muxidiin waa reer Sheegow fanaaniintii caanka ahayd. waxayna halkaa ku soo bandhigeen heeso isugu jira Soomaali iyo Turki oo runtii dadku aad u jeclaysteen.
weerka ka waabiyaan inkastoo lagu waxyoode ama wasaqiyo warxumad gashiin wadiiqada toosi weyse wadooyinka kala wareeran wadiiqada toosi weyse wadooyinka kala wareeran waa wareey yaa laga wedin waabti ku dhalateene wadankiis ninkii ka tage wehelkiis ka dheeraade walwal mahuro walbahaar madeeye wadankiis ninkii ka tage wehelkiis ka dheeraade walwal mahuro walbahaar madeeye alla wanaagsana laheeda wadnahu lakala waaxay wixii ku jirana war laga hele alla wanaagsanaan lahe